You must be thinking about making a move to Gladstone, Missouri. Well, today is your lucky day because I've put together a map video, a bird's eye view. I'm going to take you all around Gladstone, show you all of the highlights, the important spots, and show you what makes Gladstone an amazing place to live. Hi, I'm Max Jones. My partner Zach Morton and I have been running the Mojo Real Estate team for over 20 years, helping people just like you move to the Gladstone and Kansas City area. But don't take our word for it. Get on Google, do a little quick search, and you'll see that we have over 600 reviews from clients online. So please do that and see what our clients have to say about us. Thanks for being here. I'm going to show you around the map, so let's dig right into the details. Okay, so you'll see here that I have the Gladstone area pulled up already, and it is outlined in this red line here, and it's kind of an odd shape. I like to think of this Oak View area as part of Gladstone. Really, it is its own municipality, but you know, it really, for all practical purposes, it does function as Gladstone. But they have their own police force, and it is its own municipality. And then it dips down clear down here, just south of 169 Highway and I-29, and really is what I think of as Briarcliff West or Claymont down here. So what I'd like to do is show you some context here on where Gladstone sits in the Kansas City metro area, so you can kind of get your bearings on where Gladstone is. So as we zoom out, you can see the whole Kansas City metro area in this tan space is pretty much all of the development. And real quick, to get your bearings for Kansas City, this here is the Missouri River, as you follow my cursor, that basically cuts Kansas City in half. And so what us Kansas Cityans refer to as the Northland is everything north of the Missouri River. And that is all in the state of Missouri. Because the Missouri River takes the state line is the Missouri River until it gets right in the middle of Kansas City, and then the state line heads straight south and cuts the south part of Kansas City in half, in the Missouri side and the Kansas side. So really we have three Kansas Cities. Whenever someone refers to Kansas City, make that four, because there's North Kansas City as well, as if it wasn't confusing enough already. If you're interested in North Kansas City, we have a vlog video and map video specifically about North Kansas City. But Gladstone sits right up here in the central area of the Northland, and the Northland is cut in half by 169 Highway here. And everything, for the most part, everything on the west side of 169 is Platte County, and everything on the east side of 169 is Clay County, as far as being right in here in the metro. So Gladstone is in Clay County in the Northland, and when we zoom in here just a little bit, I'll show you the major highways. Basically, the major highways are 169 Highway, which runs north and south. It goes all the way up to Smithville. And one of the cool things about the Northland is Smithville Lake is up here. And it's a Corps of Engineers lake that I take my kids fishing all the time, and we've got a boat and go up there. It's a huge lake. You can run big fast boats on it. And 169 Highway goes from Smithville all the way down straight into downtown Kansas City. And then the other major highways for Gladstone are I-29, which runs up by the airport. Here's the airport up here. And the I-29 highway goes right down through this southern tip of Gladstone. And it also turns and connects with 35 Highway and goes into downtown as well. And so 35 Highway's over here. It goes up to Liberty, where I live, and beyond, goes all the way to Des Moines. And then as we zoom in, you can see there's a couple smaller highways that actually go straight through Gladstone. The main one being Highway 1 here, which is referred to as Antioch Road, or One Highway, and it runs right through the heart of Gladstone. And then on the south side of Gladstone is Vivian Road, And then as we zoom in even further, one of the main drags, here I'll put it on the satellite view so you can get an idea of what's here. So you can see a lot of the development is right along this road here, which is North Oak Trafficway. And when we were kids growing up and first got our driver's licenses, we lived over in Platte County, but the cool thing to do was to go and cruise up and down the North Oak Trafficway strip. So I don't know if it's cool anymore, but that's been 20 or 30 years since I was doing that, so probably not. Kids are probably on their TikTok or something different nowadays, but North Oak Trafficway is where a lot of the shops are going to be. So I'm going to see restaurants, margaritas, and margaritas is a really good place to Mexican restaurant, smokehouse barbecue. Longboards is one of my favorite places to grab a Hawaiian style wrap. And if you need to go grab lunch, we work in Gladstone. Our office feels like I live there because we're at our office a lot, probably just as much as we're at home. But one of the places, our office is right down here on Inglewood Road. It's right here. This is our office. And so one of the things we do when it's lunchtime is we'll get out and cruise up North Oak and find a spot. One of the best places to get pizza in Gladstone is at Leo's Pizza. And they have this Provel cheese that is just phenomenal. And so it's an old school mom and pop pizza shop that if you are moving to Gladstone, or say if you live in Gladstone, I'm sure you know all about it. But if you haven't been to Leo's, you got to do it. All right, so those are the major highways through Gladstone. And what I would like to do now, I have a vlog video that is a sister video to this one, where I took you to 3 different homes in Gladstone so you could get an idea of what you get for your money in Gladstone. And so we started out over here in this general area by one highway, and 72nd Street is another kind of main street that goes through Gladstone. And we're not too far from here, and with the least expensive home. And it's kind of funny because usually the more north you get, the more expensive the homes are, but the vlog video worked out exactly opposite, where the least expensive home was here, and then we went down on this side down here. I think it was roughly 67th Street or 67th Terrace on the west side of North Oak was our second most expensive home. And then we came clear down here on the south side of I-29. There's this little pocket, and I didn't even really realize that this was Gladstone until I started pulling comps. But I always think of this, this is Claymont. This is Briarcliff West, which is a really, really nice neighborhood. I think Travis Kelce has a home in Briarcliff West. I'm kind of a Chiefs stalker, but I haven't been by his house, but I believe he has one house in Briarcliff West. He probably has more than one house. But on this side right here is one little area of Gladstone. And one of the cool things about Gladstone is there's no earnings tax. So if you live in Kansas City, Missouri, just outside of this line, or you work in Kansas City, Missouri, then you have to pay a 1% earnings tax on your gross income, which is not cool. So a lot of people, live in Parkville or live in Gladstone or live in a different suburb other than Kansas City, Missouri to try and avoid that 1% earnings tax. And so the most expensive home on the vlog tour was right in here. I think it was at 550 or 547, which kind of represents the upper end for Gladstone. There are a few homes in Oakwood that are really nice, that are kind of like estate size lots. Yeah, off Woodland. There are some homes in here that are really nice that have estate size big lots that can maybe push the 500s. But yeah, right in Gladstone, it's hard to find. You've got a little bit here off of Carriage Hill Estates is an area that will have more expensive homes, but I believe once you get into Gladstone, it's actually Carriage Hills, which is an older area. Brook Tree is another area that's really nice. but you really don't find much over the 550 mark for Gladstone. All right, so now that I've done my vlog locations and shown you that, feel free to check out the vlog video. Please go over and click on that video and watch it as well if you're interested in Gladstone. But I'd like to take you to a couple parks, and they're also featured on the vlog video. But one of them is Happy Rock Park, which is right up here. Just looks like the state or the line for the city limits goes straight through Happy Rock Park. But this is a great place to, a lot of people will have their softball leagues, men's softball league. I was on a league for a while, and we played at Happy Rock Park. Lots of soccer fields and playgrounds. It's a really nice park in Gladstone. There's some walking trails. This Shoal Creek Trail goes all the way through the park, and it goes, it goes forever. That's one of the great things about the Northland, is the trails are just out of this world as far as biking and hiking and walking. The city has really done a good job. I don't know if it's cities and counties, but they've done a great job of putting walking trails all throughout the Northland. And then we have Inglewood Park, which is down here by our office. Looks like it's technically not in the city limits, but it is a really nice park here with a lake and some ball fields and plenty of walking trails and lots of forest, woods. The Inglewood Park is a very nice park area, so I'm a big outdoors kind of guy, so I like to highlight the parks for sure. As far as other attractions go for Gladstone, one of the best spots is a place where they are doing a revitalization of the downtown area. So Gladstone doesn't have a huge downtown, but it does have a little square, and this is an area where the community center is here, and they have a fall festival in the fall, of course, hence its name, but where they bring a carnival and have it here in this Central Park area. There is a couple places here that I really like. Margaritas, I already mentioned, being a great place to grab a taco and a margarita. And then Summit Grill is one of my favorite spots to grab lunch. There's a really nice bar and really good food at Summit Grill. Stone Canyon Pizza's in here, and iWorks is a place where you can rent office space. It's a really nice event space. So lots going on here, just south of 72nd Street and east of North Oak Trafficway in the downtown area, where Gladstone is spending a lot of money, and they're building condos and all kinds of stuff going on here in the downtown area of Gladstone. The other place I mentioned that I really like, I'll show you on the map here, just south of the downtown area is in the strip mall, is Longboards. It's a great place to grab a Hawaiian wrap, like a grilled wrap, and it's phenomenal. So you got Longboards there. Oakview, actually right in that downtown area, is, I believe, Oakview Private School. And I'm going to go over the schools just here in a second, but Zach's, there it is, Oak Hill Day School. Zach's kids went to Oak Hill Day School. I believe it's kindergarten through 5th grade. Zach knows a little more about it than I do. I've sent my kids there for summer school, but really fantastic place to, if you want to avoid the public schools, to send your kid to private school. This is highly recommended, this Oak Hill Day School here. Back out a little bit, I'd like to show you where the schools are. So the public schools for high school age, you've got Oak Park High School and Winnetonka. And I believe Winnetonka has a little bit of district in Gladstone, but the majority of it is Oak Park. And here it is, just on the north side of Gladstone. So technically not in the city limits of Gladstone, but yeah, you can see it just here. Zoom back in. Yep. Just here on the north side of the city limits of Gladstone and off of, I didn't realize it was that close to North Oak. I always think of it as being on Troost because Troost runs right here. But Oak Park High School, really good high school with, everything you could ever want for as far as sports and after school activities. Academically very well rated too. It's part of the North Kansas City School District, where Staley High School is up on north of 152. Then you have Oak Park here, and then you have Winnetonka, which is down here, I believe, on the, not technically in Gladstone either. Oh, here it is. So just on the other side of 35 Highway, you've got Winnetonka High School, also North Kansas City School District. They're the Griffins, Winnetonka Griffins. And then for private schools, you have St. Pius, which technically isn't in the Gladstone city limits either, but very close. And it is a Catholic high school, I believe, denomination or affiliation. St. Pius High School. Yeah, it's not. That's just a building affiliated with the school, I believe. So yeah, here you have St. Pius High School. Yeah, there's their football stadium. So here, right alongside the highway, I have several friends that send their kids to St. Pius. Very good school. I think it's all boys too, if I remember right. But don't quote me on that. I think it is. I think it is an all boys high school. So that's where the major schools are in and around Gladstone. You got Winnetonka, St. Pius, and Oak Park High School. And then something people always want to know is, where's the restaurants? Where's my food at? Or grocery stores, rather. Where do I buy my food? So the grocery stores are everywhere in Gladstone. I just Googled grocery stores, and you've got everything you could ever ask for. Price Chopper, you got Hy-Vee, you've got Aldi, you've got Sam's Club, you've got every Walmart, you name it. Really, not a ton of organic stores. There are a few that are close by. I think there's a Sprouts up here in the Shoal Creek area. There's one over here in Park Hill. But all of your major grocery stores you can find here in Gladstone. And I saved one thing for the last, for my favorite thing. And let's see, besides Leo's Pizza, that's one of my favorite things. My favorite thing, it's not even in Gladstone, but I think it is. So I think of it as being Gladstone. One of my favorite things about Gladstone is Penguin Park. And I used to beg my parents to take me to Penguin Park when we were kids. And I'll zoom in on it here so you can get a little appreciation of what it is exactly. It doesn't look as impressive from the satellite view, but Penguin Park is just a playground, really. But it has a giant penguin here and a giant kangaroo here, and then a big elephant here. And in the penguin and the kangaroo, they have slides inside of them, and you can climb up inside of the giant animal, and it has a slide inside. So it's just a little mecca. When you're only 3 feet tall and you're a kid and you're running around, it seems a lot bigger than it is as an adult. But just an awesome place to go. They've actually renovated it over the years. When I was a kid, it was full of wood chips, and now they have AstroTurf down, and so a little cleaner, a little nicer look than when I was growing up. But just an awesome place to check out. So on the vlog video, I did a little helicopter drone of Penguin Park. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's the giant penguin, and again, it doesn't seem that big compared to this guy standing here, but when we were growing up, it was something. You can see the kangaroo behind it, but it's just a great place. A lot of nostalgia in my heart for Penguin Park, and definitely something that you should know about for Gladstone. So that pretty much covers it for the map video of Gladstone. This is not meant to be an all-inclusive, totally comprehensive video about everything in Gladstone. This is more of just a little taste test of what Gladstone has to offer, so you can get acquainted with it, so you can see where it is in relation to the rest of the Kansas City metro area. One of the best things about Gladstone really is it's super affordable for the metro. There's only, go over some facts about Gladstone here. It is only 8 square miles, so it's not huge, but it does have a ton of single family homes. It has 27,000 population with 11,000 single family homes. And the median housing price for the city is only $164,000, where as a lot of these other places are closer to 300 for the median. So really affordable place to live, safe place to be. Rent, the median rent is $972, while the majority of people, 64% own and only 36% rent. It is really an affordable, great place to live. It's also centrally located in the Kansas City metro area. If we click back on this view, you can see that while it is up north, you have access to all these highway systems, and you can be down south, either on the Kansas side or Missouri side, in no time from Gladstone. So that's one of the reasons we chose to put our office in Gladstone. It's just a nice, centrally located, close to the airport, close to anywhere you need to be. Really, from Gladstone, you can be anywhere in town within 20 to 30 minutes. So that'll do it for the map video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here. Feel free to comment if you are from Gladstone and you feel like we missed something. Go ahead and put it in the comments, or if you want more information about Gladstone, go ahead and make a comment. We monitor all the comments on our videos, and we're happy to respond to those. You can also reach out to us with the phone number in the description, or hop on our website, however you prefer to communicate, whether it's text, call, email, comments. We would love to hear from you, and Zach and I will respond. So thanks for tuning in. Please comment, please like and subscribe, and until then, we will see you in the next one.